My name is Mike Sarraille. I'm a retired Navy SEAL and an entrepreneur. I spent 20 years in the U.S. military, not only in the SEAL teams. I actually enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps at the age of 18 and made it into their special operations community known as Marine Recon. I also became a Marine Scout Sniper. Well, that was good enough for a lot of people. I then met the SEALs and wanted to become a Navy SEAL. I made it into that community, which SEAL training has a 80 to 90% attrition rate. And even when I made it into the SEAL teams, I found out there was another group, Naval Special Warfare Development Group. They belong to an organization called the Joint Special Operations Command, and only 2% of the SEAL teams makes it to that level, 1 in 35. I made it to that level. I served for 10 combat deployments, often solving the president's most dynamic national security affairs. And it was amazing. My experience having both building high-performing teams in the SEAL teams, but now in the business world, I bring a very different perspective from multiple domains. I fundamentally believe that the strongest power in this nation is not our U.S. military. The U.S. military is impressive, but the greatest power in this nation is the U.S. economy. And having built high-performing teams in the military, for which the business world is fascinated with, the special operations community, we saw a need in the business sector, a need to learn how to build those same teams. We've brought some of the best practices that are utilized in the special operations community in how they assess and select talent into their organization and simplified it in a way that businesses can implement into their own organizations and start winning on talent. Every organization wants A players in every role. Now, caution, we're not saying alpha males. We're talking about A players. Some organizations like Netflix call them rock stars at every single level within the organization. If you have all stars in every level of the organization, you will operate at a different pace than your competition. Now, A players aren't born. A players are made, and they're made through hard work and dedication. And this is why organizations need to invest in their people to bring them up to a certain level of performance. And when you have a talent mindset, and you make talent a priority in your organization, that's like saying you make winning a priority for your organization. Organizations fail to develop leaders really for one of two reasons. One, again, they lack a talent mindset. Talent is not a priority, and when you don't prioritize talent, you're not prioritizing winning. Second is, a lot of organizations don't know how to do it. At the end of the day, the U.S. military is one of the world's greatest leadership development programs. It's a 245-year-old institution that puts a precedence on leadership. And no MBA course in the world produces leaders. They don't teach leadership, they don't teach talent management, they don't teach talent acquisition. And that's why the best practices utilized by the special operations community are absolutely relevant to the business sector. You know, for most leaders, if you walked up on a high-performing team, the one thing I've observed throughout my 25 years of professional leadership is you can't always identify the leader. You walk up on a high-performing team, they're just working together. Everyone is owning their roles and responsibilities. They're all moving in the same direction towards accomplishing one common goal. And they both understand two things, all of them: what they're doing and why they're doing the things that they do. You know, there is no shortage of keynote speakers out in the market, but there is a shortage of keynote speakers that deliver impact. My job is not ultimately done as a speaker until I start to receive feedback via emails from the people that sat in the speech, and I want two things to be accomplished. One, they've taken away a few key points that they can implement into their lives, and two, I've motivated them to a point that they want to take action. And if I achieve those two things, then I've delivered on my value proposition as a speaker.